Hey, commercial loan brokers and funding providers doing business in the state of California, you're going to need a license soon because there was a bill that just went through the state legislature and is on the way to the governor that would require a license to conduct commercial loans, asset-based lending, accounts receivable purchases, credit lines, and lease financing in the state. So this would take effect January 1 of 2028, where you would need the license by July of 2028. To get the license, it's going to cost you, 500 to $1,000. You got to do a background check with fingerprints. You have to have a net worth of 25,000, proper insurance, of course, and everything else that you already need to do to conduct business in California. This is adding to it. In the bill, it prevents COJs and a power of attorney before a default. There are also going to be other disclosures as far as how interest rates are stated on contracts and what brokers have to do and what funders and lenders have to do. So this doesn't just affect MCA or revenue-based financing or sales-based financing. It does include factoring and asset-based lending. So it makes it more difficult for funders and funding providers to conduct business in California. And for the merchant, there may be there are benefits, right? But not everyone is on board as far as outside of the legislature. So the legislature actually voted basically unanimously. There were some absentees, people who didn't vote, five of both from both chambers total. But there are three notable associations that were against this bill, and they include some of the biggest lenders, funders, and fintech providers of short-term financing: the Innovative Lending Platform Association, the Financial Technology Association, and the Revenue-Based Financing Coalition. So from the Innovative Lending Platform Association, they include the likes of OnDeck, Biz2Credit, Fundbox, Lendio, and Mulligan Funding. The Financial Technology Association includes Block, Amazon Pay, PayPal, SoFi, who just got into business loans, WebBank, Intuit, who does financing through QuickBooks and its marketplace, and the RBFC. You probably know very well some of the biggest funders of MCAs and revenue-based financing as part of the RBFC. So it's really important to understand who's against this, who's for this. You have the legislature that is totally for it. You have some big associations with the biggest funders and lenders and fintech providers around against it. That says something about what this is, right? There's more to the law. I'm gonna wait to hash it out. Obviously, attorneys would know best. So contact your counsel for more information. You have plenty of time before 2028 comes before you have to get the license. But the biggest state or second biggest state in the country now has a more strict commercial financing law. If this passes and signed by the governor, then just about any other. Texas is strict, but it doesn't have a license requirement. It's a registration. If you extrapolate some of this, what has happened in the last 5 to 7 years and where it's going, if you think that it would be a good idea for 50 states to have different commercial financing laws where you have to get a license or a registration for every single state, I'm not sure where that logic comes in that would be good. So not that I want some irresponsible legislation at the federal level, but you get the idea that you can't have 50 states have separate laws and policies and rules and expect lenders, financial technology companies to innovate and continue to do business and help business owners. We understand that there's a issue with the bottom of the market and issues that, honestly, there's merchants have to kind of admit their role and take some responsibility in this. But this is another step, another state, and this is going to expand likely to other states. Now, maybe not this year because sessions end for states soon. I believe by the end of September, most states are out of session. But keep a lookout and stay tuned to Funder Intel for more information. If you have any comments, drop them below.